Let us continue playing Halcyon 6. When we last left off, this thing... Well, actually, not that thing. That thing's not bothering us in the slightest. This thing, on the other hand, is 3 tier 3 ships. We're going to need basically the same thing to match them, and we're not even leveled up enough to do this just yet. Still, Anion has got up to operative level 3, so we will upgrade his tactical skills there. He also has 1 additional upgrade, so we'll think about that a little bit. Requires level 6. Let's go for risk assessment for Suicide Run. Because clearly suicide runs are what we need. Okay. So, ship construction. We don't even have level 2 ships for everybody at this stage. Let alone getting them up to the level 3 tier ships, but that's clearly got to be the priority right now. So, we need 1600 dark matter, and we need it rather urgently. So to do that, we are going to look towards some of these missions we've got. So we need the Troll Lab, which I suppose we should actually do research on anyway, so... How far are we away from that? We're only about 10 dark matter. Alright, we'll go Troll Lab. We'll then think about building some more facilities to help out with us on that one. They've sent a couple of things off there, so we're going to have to go and defend in a moment, I'm sure. Alright, dark matter received. That means we can then go and build things. Research things anyway. Get that Troll Lab researched. 20 power needed. So we're going to build ourselves another diaphragm reactor, and then we'll get this done as well. Meanwhile, we have multiple fleets heading off. And one of them is heading to a world we badly need to defend. So, the plan then. Well, this is going to be the weaker fleet here. It's only 1 and 1. So we will deploy. Look at how much damage we've taken on some of our stuff. So we will deploy the Fix-It and a tier 2 ship. Probably the Wibbly stuff. We'll send these 2 off to that. You're going to launch without repairs. We should be fine. Cadet Barracks is now online. Morale is improved. We can now go recruit crew and do some officer training. Which actually might be a reasonable idea. We'll think about that one. The other fleets, though, is the tougher one looking at this. So if we send the new fleet off, this is going to have to be the Thing Builder. It's going to have to be the Archer and the Will. And unfortunately, we don't have enough repair facilities at this point. We're low on dark matter, so we have to wait. Yeah, we know about that one. So a couple of Federation star symbols giving us some warnings. Alright. We have a few days left on some defenses, so let's go for it. Brilliant. Why do you feel that way? Fucked! Fucked! Not the response I was expecting. Okay, so a couple of small ships. This shouldn't be too bad. Got a little bit of damage, but we can do some regeneration work. So, hull breach. We have plenty of things that can cause hull breach. Let's go rid of a shot mine, go deconstruct, and what have we got to exploit that? We've got the portal cannons, so this should be fine on balance, so let's go with it. Engage the enemy. Alright, first off, stasis lock. Get rid of the weakest one first, and then we'll start moving towards things. Begin the deconstruction. Okay, exploit the hull breach. 299. Let's then go for some different above inflicts disable and panic. It's got resistance to disable right now, so let's just go for some damage. Next up, some torturing. Chaos cannons and dimensional distortion. Okay. So we lost the ability to heal right now. Let's keep on the damage. So he should be dead next round. Deconstruct the Basher. Hull breach. And then we're going to start cauterizing. I'd love to get this back as well, but it's still disrupted. Stasis lock. We'll try and delay you for a bit. Hit me again, you monster. Cauterize the hull. Actually, let's not do additional healing here. Let's go for some deconstruction. We've got a couple of actions here, so we can do heal, heal. Portal cannon. Exploit and dodge. Okay. Torture. And pretty much anything we do to him will kill him at this point, so... Okay. Saved. Battle won. Area defended. Morale improved. We'll transfer the crew to the fleet, and we will view the facility here. Probably have to leave it. Alright. So if we have them now return to base... Morale is good. And before they do that, though, what can we do in the base right now? We have nearly 500 dark matter again. Also, we really, really, really should have been doing this. Alright. Aegon. Confirm. Get to dark matter creation. Dylan's get to dark matter creation. Control labs on the build, I believe. Well, power facility will be on that, then we'll get on that, so that's all fine. We could go for another ship. This takes our dark matter up, though. Maybe we should be scrapping our lower ships. It's definitely something I should be considering. I don't actually know where we scrap them, though. I'm sure I've had the command come up once or twice, but... Fleet command. I'll leave it for the moment. We'll have you return back. Raider fleet is bombarding the station. Show location. Alright, pirate with a tier 2 ship. Now, let's send a new fleet. Let's bring in the archer, let's bring in the thing builder, and let's bring in the will, since it's the only one with actual things at this stage. I think we're going to have to spend the dark matter to repair. Hopefully we'll get most of this recovered, but that should do. Alright, launch fleet. And yes, we will confirm that. Launch anyway. Start combat. So, spray and pray, they're weak to engines down effects, so we'll try to exploit that as much as we can. Much better seemingly with the weapons disable features here, but... Alright, crippling shot since it inflicts engines down. And then we'll see what you've got. Do you have anything that will exploit engine down? You should do, actually. There we go, flak barrage. Release the mines, which also exploits engines down, actually. And some repair. I think we will stick with a shock mine, or... Yeah, we'll do that as well, because vulnerable's a reasonable plan as well. Okay. Well, first off, they've missed, and secondly, they've hit. Okay, well, let's go for... Crippling shot, 212, it's out. Alright, you're vulnerable. Let's see if we can knock out you as well. Not quite. But if we go now for a... Warming up. Can't release the mines just yet. Well, let's flak barrage and overkill you. No kill like overkill. Alright, so... Let's go for a backstab maneuver, see if we can disable it. Stunned it for a round, perfect. So now... Let's inflict weapons disruption there, let's go for... An infliction of vulnerable status. We can definitely exploit that one. Suicide run. Exploited and mostly dead. Engines down, please. So our main tactical ship lost a bit of damage, but that wasn't too bad. We gained about as much dark matter as we gained from the actual combat. So, not the worst. Cadet Sun, +1 speed on the Archer. Right, we retrieved a few crew members. So now we need to defend this fleet here at Centaurus. So I think that's going to be our next major job to try and deal with. We also have the pirate rescue as well, but we've got a little more time to deal with that. So let's send the Thing Builder. Let's send the sciencey stuff, the wibbly stuff rather, and our tactical ships. So this is us. These are the best ships we have. Anion, we need to replace the crew members though. So Debbie should definitely be command of that, and Aegon should be in command of that, because we need that level 7 crew member as well. Next, if we head back to here, we have a few tasks that we need doing. So let's have you go on dark matter creation, and you go on dark matter creation. Neither of them have a lot of science skill, but this is why we need another... We probably could do with Maragin just sitting there and doing that, because he's the fastest generating person on this one. But I want to deal with this fleet, and this is the best chance we're going to have at dealing with this thing. It does 500 damage a time. Well, let's go for it. Reactor's now online. This is good, because this now means we can go and build that Trill Lab. Which we need to do, and we'll hopefully get reasonable rewards for it. Alright. See what happens. Listen, Amolgus Biomass, in this part of the quadrant, we generally converse before jumping into hostility. Are you just going to sit there and stare? Okay, let's get this over with. I wonder if there is dialogue options that we were actually missing with some of that. It'd be amusing. Alright, so this thing is weak to hull breach, as we would expect. Similar kind of pattern to the way everything else has gone. our plan is still to take this guy out first, because he is not really that much of a threat. He'll be gone immediately. We'll try stasis locking this immediately, because there's a good chance we can get that to work. But other than that, we're going to be planning on hull breach effects. So, deconstruction. Countermeasures can inflict invulnerable, so that's fine. And then one of these is our best damaging thing, so we'll go for the engines. Okay, Mara. Torture works. We know the torture works. That exploits the hull breach. I think we're going to put up a protective shield and possibly just have the cauterize defend plan up. So yeah, we're going to put Mara on much more of a defensive plan of attack for this one. Meanwhile, our tactical ship, we know we can exploit vulnerabilities, so we want to be doing that. We want to be exploiting or causing hull damage, but I think we're going to have to live without that. If we can do anything to knock the sensors off, that's probably a reasonable plan. I think everything we got exploits it. We'll try the crippling shot, because if we can lower its speed, it's probably a reasonable idea to do that. Okay, let us engage. So we're about to have a taste of what level 3 ships can do to level 2 ships. We're going to go for a stasis lock to start with, because we want to try and move that out of combat where possible. And now we'll definitely try and kill this thing off. Bridge shot 2. Almost. Now, ow. But I think we'll just flat barrage and kill this small thing off. Okay, so now it's all about damage over time. So let's go for torture. Damage over time and just keeping our hit points up as much as we can. Inflicts engines down would be fine. Focus beam. Not effective. But this is why we now go in for the deconstruction plan. Okay, good amount of damage done. Try and knock his engines out. Didn't work that time. Alright, adaptive armor. Let's get some regen going. Alright, so he's now enraged. Can't deconstruct this turn. We can try and inflict vulnerability onto him, though. He's evaded it. Taking some damage. Fire at will. Okay, so let's have a go at this. Solar Flare. Try if we can knock his sensors off. We have, so his aim's down. And that's a good round to evade. Alright, deconstruction. So I think he's dead regardless of what we do here, so let's go for a hull cauterization. Evasive maneuvers. Fully heal. Okay. So our level 2 fleet's quite good. Acknowledged. Make contact with the fuel refinery. We'll transfer fuel to the fleet. And I think we are going to deploy a satellite drone here. Actually, fuel's not something we're worrying about too much at this stage. Well, these are easy enough to build. It's only going to take 2 days to get set up. I think that's worth a 2-day investment to make sure of that. Okay, apparently we're going to have to defend another world, and then we'll see. So I guess we'll defend that, then see about doing the Gruss mission. Okay, so we're now going to get some additional fuel supplies from here. I think we're going to head over to this place, though. Troll Lab is now online. Research Troll Envirotech. Fortunately, we don't have anybody capable of doing that just yet, but, you know, it's a nice idea. So it has to be a level 7 commander, so we're not leveled up enough. We're about to find out whether this will work. Transfer the crew to the fleet. Don't really need to upgrade this facility as of yet. What we do need to do, though, is defend against this. We will engage the enemy. So I don't think there's too much point in changing our battle plan here. So let's go stasis lock the strongest ship out for a turn. And see if we can... see if we can do some damage. Better me than my friends! That's not the Marisian I know. Alright, portal cannon. Let's exploit the hull breach. Knock out their engines. Alright, so Torture should eventually get that thing killed. Let's disable the countermeasures on this ship. We've done some damage, so we might as well try and do some stuff to that. Bullseye shot. Exploit the vulnerability, 475 damage. Okay. Portal cannon. Deconstruct. Did not cause the hull breach this time. Alright. Let's then go for... let's just go for damage here. Bullseye. Dimensional distortion. Taking a little bit of damage. We'll probably put the regen on in a moment. We're not dying fast enough. Alright, 2 down. Also send a heal up to Mara just to cover ourselves a little bit. Okay, stasis lock. Stasis lock is so good. Alright. See if we can knock the engines out. Didn't work that time. Torture, damage over time, please. And we will go for more deconstruction. Fire it well. Engine critical, and that is his entire ship critical. Okay, 42. We gained some more equipment, and we have a good stock of dark matter at the moment. Alright, free crew back to the fleet. We will leave the system, and I think we will now... return back to the fleet. Okay, so we gained some crew from that. We now have a good number, actually. And we do have a level 7. Okay, we need this. Okay, alternate advanced skill class line. Let's have a look at what this would do. Advanced engineering training. We have 2 points, so this is probably what we want to be doing here. So go for the advanced engineering training, and we will go for the advanced polarity theorems. And then we will be using Debbie to go for this, so we can survive in troll environments once that's done. Right, next up, we badly need... Cancel that job. Add officer. Marriage in. And that is going to be your repeated task for the time being. Okay. Tech research. Increase morale would be fine, but I don't think we necessarily need to do that. Trilithium would be a good idea, and I probably should be considering that more than I am, but... I think we have to save up and go for that now, so this is all about how much dark matter we can now grab out of things. Since we have the spare officer, we might as well have you go and make some more materials for us. How many days have we got left on things? The Pirate Rescue is 33 days away. We have built that, we are researching that. Let's let some time spin on for a bit. Okay, Margin is continuing to make dark matter. This is fine. 791 there. Well, if nothing else, we are getting some bonuses from morale right now. Wait until Mara's got another... There we go. Anion is still creating dark matter, that's fine. Margin is continuing with dark matter. So we're up to 913. One day until the Troll Lab is done, and one day until Mara's got some more dark matter, so we'll wait on that. Unlock special tech for use against the Gruul Armada. We know that. We've done that. Notifications somewhere. Unless it was towards the bottom. Alright, we'll clear all of those. So one day away from other stuff, really. Debbie can... Probably, actually, the thing to do with Debbie right now is to go for another officer. Having another officer seems like a good idea. Especially if it's a science officer, we can just harass on things. Okay, freighter with materials. Badly need to work out a way of getting some extra stuff, don't we? Okay, Margin is continuing to make dark matter. Okay, so we're now up to 1,000. Officer pool in one day. Once that officer pool is done and we have a new officer, we will go and save the pirates. It's been called siphoning dark matter. Transfer them to the fuel plant for a special project. The last time we had a special project of this nature, it didn't go well. Reassign the overjoyed dark matter pilferers to the fuel generation room. Learn to put the theories to the test. Let's put... Everyone's busy. Alright, Aegon. Aegon, oversee this. The pilferer fuel experiments. See what happens when this happens. Nothing good. Also, that's another load of fleet there. Alright, let's see them. So we have some new candidates. Well... Kyrol, welcome aboard. Unlockable Prestige Class Chaos Theorist. So we'll take a Physicist. E-Force is level 1. That is a problem, but not one we can do a lot about right now. Let's have some EMP shells. Actually, maybe we don't. Maybe we go for this and just start working our way towards additional bits and pieces. Volatile capacitors, increased damage. Yeah, okay, we're going to work on a few more bits and pieces like that. Alright, so we now need to go up there to get any further. New and existing officers automatically promoted to rank 4. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, Dylan's got another usage there. We'll go and do the Ghost Pepper Bomb. Which sounds extremely dangerous and therefore must be awesome. Right. could recruit some more crew, but I don't think crew's necessary. Well, actually, crew might have one slight thing going for it. But I think we'll leave that alone for now. We need a new ship. It needs to be really the tier 3 ships, and we'll work something out from that. But then, of course, we got these things. Alright, I think what we want to do now... Look at the event queue. Dark matter creation in 1 day. Raider fleet. Okay, so this is a troll raid fleeter then, and then we got some other bits and pieces we have to go and repair. Alright. Well, let's deploy them. So the thing builder, the wibbly stuff we can leave alone for the moment. We'll send in the ACSS thing finder. And Cairo, you are now commanding the thing finder. Along with the thing builder, because things, and also Aegon can be here as well. I don't know what Aegon's actually doing. Oh, you're escorting that, and you're doing dark matter creation. Who's not doing things? Debbie's already in there. Materials. We don't need materials right now, so we can have to fix it, do this job. Okay. Let's... These all have damage in its engineering. Doesn't matter. We're going to do this anyway. Let's go for it. Confirm. And we're going to launch anyway. Immersion is continuing to make dark matter, but we don't care too much about that. In fact, actually, if I'd have known that, I'd have taken him off the job. Still. Usual-ish weaknesses and plans, hull breach effects, followed by exploiting those hull breach effects. So. I don't think we've got anything that actually exploits it, at least not on Debbie's side of things, and I doubt that means that you can as well. So let's hope you've got a portal cannon. You have a portal cannon, sir. Well done, you are going to be important. However, we will give you the cauterizing hull effect, and we'll take torture off for adaptive armor. You're very much going to be the healer at the moment. Engage the enemy. So, first off, let's go for a portal cannon on the weaker one. That's a familiar feeling. Being shot in the face. Shouldn't be, sir. It shouldn't be. Alright, deconstruction. Followed by... broadside salvo. Followed by portal cannon. It's a good amount of damage. And a good little bit of evasion. Alright. Salvage harpoon, you say? Sounds good. I think all we can do with this is just go flat barrage and kill him. Alright, put on some adaptive armor, get some healing done. This is what he was waiting for. A chance to die, possibly. Alright, deconstruction. Portal cannon. Get a bit of exploitation going on there. Let's have another deconstruction. Okay, we're going to go for supercharged polarity. We should have done this earlier, actually. This is not a bad little effect. Since I can't do anything else particularly, let's go for a repair job. Dimensional distortion. We're still doing regeneration, so that's not too bad at the moment. Portal cannon. Deconstruction. Death from above. which is not very effective. But eventually the hull breaches are taking their effect. Alright, get some repairs down. Get another get another thingy going. Do some more deconstruction. Oh wow, critical condition. Let's get the thing finder repaired. We don't want to lose ships right now. Portal cannon. We'd almost be doing more damage if we left that in, I'm thinking. Good little bit of evasion. Let's do some harpooning. Hull breach invulnerable. Finish it off. Battle's won. We gain some dark matter. We gain some stuff and things. Chiral is promoted. Well done. You survived your first combat. Xenobehavioral theory. Gain the mass paranoia plan. Force theory. Time manipulation. Speed is good. Mass paranoia has got to be the answer, though. Also, it rates your science skill by 4. Okay. So with that done, we're going to cancel that task for the moment. I'm going to put Chiral on this task once he gets back. Fine. I'm actually going to send a new fleet on this one. I'm not going to use the same fleet because I want to get some people back. Let's go and send you and you and who we got left? Onion. Well, you're doing dark matter creation. We don't care about that too much. We'll send you out as well. Alright, launch the fleet. Oh, actually, no, we can't do... Ugh! Alright, fine. Redirect the fleet. Start the combat. We were just heading home, and now we have to deal with you lot. Alright, engines down is their main weakness. We can exploit that. Can we cause that? Doesn't look as if we can cause that. Let's just go. Alright, adaptive armor to start with. Get some extra defense in. Do the harpoon. Next, we're going to go for a broadside salvo at this pirate with a reasonable chance of killing it. Alright, portal cannon should kill the ship. Alright, now we just got you, Mr. Science Officer. Deconstruction. Supercharge the polarity. And decent damage. Alright. So we got direct cauterizations. We'll worry about that in a little bit. For now, I just want to get some damage done. More deconstruction. Yo ho ho! Alright, let's get our biggest ship repaired. Exploit that. 159. Flat cannons. Yeah, we're just going to do some repairs with you. Because I'm fairly certain we've got this now. Repair that. Repair our other ship. And then we go for further damage. Battle is won. Dark matter is coming back, and is that enough? Tier 3 ships. We need 1,200 materials and a lot more power. But we can get tier 3 ships built. The collective server are approaching. We have a petty officer arriving. One of our planets is under siege. We have a ton of stuff we need to be doing here. And we have 9 days left on the fuel experiments. Oh, we have 2 days left on those fuel experiments. Alright, so... have you do that. Have Chiral do that. And then we'll start thinking about things. But a lot's happening, and it feels like we're in a bit of a temperamental situation here. We can reverse things, but I'm wondering if we're scaling in the wrong direction right now. Let's go for some more physicist trading. Upgrade, and we can go for this, which adds resistances, which is always going to be a plus. Okay, so next time, more of a defense of Halcyon 6. Until then.